Castles in Ghana were the home for barter trade purposes, like gold for sugar or second-hand clothing. But when slave trade was on the rise, then tables turned. If you are meeting for the first time, then consider subscribing. On my right is the Christian Church Methodist Cathedral, built by the British in 1841. The left route leads to the Benin Beach and St. Xavier Francis Catholic Church, built by some French missionaries in 1880. Versatile is the name, and you are welcome to my world. We are at the entrance of the CapeCoastCastle. The castle boasts as the second largest slaveholding camp in the world after Elmina Castle during the transatlantic slave trade. Biographies of some of the famous leaders of the world are being posted here. That's Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. The castle opens at 9 a.m. and closes at 5 p.m. As a Ghanaian adult, I paid 20 cedis before entering. The entry fees for others have been posted here. Check it out. I've added some footnotes down there which can be of help to you. I entered a bit late, so I had to join the tour guide who has already taken some people around. Let's get closer to listen to the history he has for us.
And developed Europe, England. So at the time, the capital of Ghana was in Cape Coast. They moved to Accra, 1877. That was British colonial port. McLean stayed in the building 17 years. You know what killed McLean? Mosquitoes. Yeah, mosquitoes very short. He died out of malaria in 46. That is the wife of McLean, called Letitia, Elizabeth Lendy. She was the only white woman who came around during the entire period of the trade, but within 2 months, she was found dead. There were a lot of rumors at the time. A school of thought said she was killed by mosquitoes within 2 months in arrival. The other one said because McLean stayed longer, McLean wasn't going to England again. McLean has gone in for an African woman called Miss Bannerman from Accra, Usu. So when Letitia came to hear of that story, out of jealousy, she took some poison and killed herself. And the last one said the woman that McLean was going out with, they said the woman was a beautiful woman. She wanted to have McLean forever as the husband. When Letitia came, the Ghanaian mistress posed as a servant, then poisoned Letitia so that she got McLean to marry. So these are the theories surrounding the death of Miss Lady. So till now, me, I don't know what killed her, but she died. She died in 1837, 10 years before McLean died, 1836. What do you think killed Letitia? Was it malaria? You can see that even in death, there was separation. Black man, British.
Whenever it rains, they serve as a water reservoir for the slaves. The entire history of the castle is here. So please glance through and then look at the footnotes which have been written down. The Pendular image is the capital of Swell Pond and a notable location in Cape Coast. Please travel to the place and see how it's like. This is also the Donchin statue which can be found in Anumabo. This is the new slave dungeon. Let's enter and see what is happening. This small opening served as a peep-through point for soldiers to hear what's transpiring in the dungeon, a source of light, a food and water vent for slaves also. Initially, a male dungeon hosted 1,000 slaves for about 3 months on the average. They urinated and defecated in here. Captives range from 13 years to about 35 years. A 30-year-old would go for about 12 guns, 4 packs of gunpowder, 6 bottles of whiskey or schnapps, second-hand clothes, blankets, necklaces or earrings. The upper arm of captives were smeared with palm oil and branded with a hot metal on which has been embossed with the initials of the buying company. This shrine-like room was a sorting room. The enclosed place behind was the door of no return, and it had an exit tunnel which I will show you later. The movement of slaves was usually done at night so that nearby residents won't know what transpired in there. There are 77 gods in Cape Coast. but the most powerful who lies here is Nana Tabre.
Houses were built in the neighboring communities where churches were to take very good care of them until they put to death.
This is St. George's Chapel. This route also led to the governor's office.
To the Dutch, they fight among themselves. When the British got it in 1664, it was the same year. The state in North America called New York, then changed by the Dutch. The same the British captured the Dutch. When the British defeated the Dutch, they built the castle. They knew how you need to attack. When the British were there, they have to attack. Saints came, the Germans came, the French came. See how you carry the
In 1471, the Portuguese were the first to sail past this shore, terming the venue as CapeCoastCastle, which literally means short cave. Yet in 1653, the Swedish were the first settlers at this current location. The first fort built on this land was by a Swede called Henrik Kulof, after seeking permission from the King of Fitu, and was called Fort Christianborg. In 1664, the fort was captured by the British after a 4-day gun battle. The British then extended the castle to cover about 390,000 square kilometers. Note that it was the British who renamed this venue from Fort Christianborg to CapeCoastCastle. Between 1664 and 1807, the castle served as a major slave trading center. In 1957, after our independence, it was converted into a museum, and in 1979, it was noted as one of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. From this window, that is where the Baying Beach is. Oh, wow, it's nice in the serene atmosphere. This walkway led to the door of no return. This was where slaves got on board the ships before they were transported to the West Indies, America, and then to Europe to go work as slaves. Because of time factor, I didn't descend to the place to take a picture of it. Slaves were not to stand straight but to bend in a 90-degree shape. This is how the shackles look like. This is the museum entrance. It was dark indoors, but I decided not to enter at all to avoid trouble. I don't want problem, I want peace. It was around 5:30, so I was signaled to descend so that we can all sign out from the castle. This is the Canon Gun. This is how it looks like. The cannon ball is put at the snout, and from where I'm tapping, that's where the fire is being lit after the cupboard has been put in there. At this juncture, I sat close to the Canon Gun. I wanted to see how it's like. Anyway, I was scared. From behind, you can see the defense wall down there. You see the deck. This is how the cannon ball looks like. Hey, you can't easily lift it. These are the Canon Guns. Very nice. At this juncture, we said bye to CapeCoastCastle. Oh, it's a sad adventure, but it's very remarkable though. I must confess, octopus meat is too sweet. Ooh.
Accra.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Au revoir pour le moment. Adieu peura. Ma salamati.